Hi everyone, thank you for joining us again. In this video we're gonna build upon what we've already learned and shortcut you even more into pop culture. Now this video is about Bruce Lee, and Bruce, he was like a childhood hero of mine. Ever since I was a child, he died 1973. I was born 74, so during my age group, around that time, as I got like 10 years old, his movies were all over the place. I mean, they were very popular, very famous. His charisma, his intensity in his acting, his martial arts, it was just captivating. And I, for years, even put him as like my main influence, like a childhood superhero. And so I even incorporated my own style of dance because of him and how he incorporated his own style of martial arts. He created his own. So I kind of blended martial arts and dance, and he was very instrumental in a lot of the things that I do on the dance floor. So Bruce is like a big personality, a big icon to a lot of people. And I was probably close to the #1 fan. I had posters, I got his books, I had statues and all of this. So Bruce to me was a big figure in my life. And we're just going to get into more about Bruce and his movies and just show you how it relates to the Sky story, basically. So here, this is Wikipedia. They tell you about Bruce and his family, his life, you know, how he was born and everything. So basically his mom and dad, his mom was from Germany, and they were on tour for for his dad's show, and they wind up getting pregnant in San Francisco, had Bruce, then they went back to Hong Kong. And so when Bruce got back to Hong Kong, he started getting into a lot of fights, you know, as he grew up as a boy, always fighting. They had a lot of rooftop fights and all this kind of stuff, Sky Story. But Bruce winded up having to leave. They were going to throw him in jail. This is the story that they're giving. You can read it on Wikipedia. And so they were going to send him back to the States. And so with all of that being said, we're going to get into some of his, his movies here. So, like, he was very like a very big philosopher. A lot of his books is philosophy based, and he's a very brilliant dude. But what a lot of people don't realize as well is that all philosophy is written from the sky. It's a template, and we even put that in one of our videos, The Republic. So please look back at some of our videos and check them out. But as you can see here, we were talking about Orion, Cetus, and Pisces in the last video and all our videos, because they are the main characters in every story. And so that's who Bruce Lee is emulating in this scene. Even the victims that he's beating up are Cetus and Pisces. So nunchucks, that's Cetus and Pisces. They call him a dragon. The little dragon was his like AKA. And yeah, so that's Cetus and Pisces all day. Wings, breathing fire, that's the sun. And so in a lot of his movies, like Enter the Dragon, you see here, he uses that scene. It's like a finger pointing the way to the moon. So fingers, anytime you see fingers or something like that in movies and it's a reference to fingers, they're talking about Pisces. And it could be Cetus too, because of the base of his face, and then the finger pointing is Pisces. So in this scene, we used to always quote this. It's just like a finger pointing the way to the moon. And never take your eyes off your opponent, even when you bow. Even that reference about bowing That is Cetus. Now we're going on to Enter the Dragon here. You see the glass in his sister's hand at the beginning of the scene. That's Pisces. And the hands could be, that would be Pisces as well. So it's always references that they're showing us. Everything they wear, Cetus and Pisces. How the placements of the people, the flags, Pisces. Him on the ground like that, Cetus and Pisces. He struck him. So striking, Pisces. It's like the hand or the arm or the fist going out. Even his 1-inch punch could be Cetus and Pisces. For the simple fact of Cetus's face has like a Pinocchio nose. So that could be reversed as the 1 inch and then the punch. But punches are really Pisces. And as we go along, this is one of my favorite scenes in any movie, martial arts wise. Bruce was just a captivating, like, big energy, big personality on screen. He didn't even have to say a lot. He was just that good, producing his own choreography, not to mention his own martial arts he created, weapons. I'm not sure if that was him doing the gymnastics or if he had stunt doubles, but he was very talented, especially for that time frame. And he set the standard of what martial arts was going to be from then on. And like I said, he was very influential in my life. Now this is a scene with Danny and Innocento, and they're like buddies, like they're really good friends. So this scene together right here is about being in the underworld. Bruce's colors he's wearing is showing you that he's in the underworld, but he'll be coming up as the sun. So he's representing the sun. And so look at the nunchucks, Cetus and Pisces, both of them rocking it. Every move is carefully constructed because they're telling you a story. Kicks, punches, strikes, all martial arts moves are templated after the sky, after Cetus and Pisces. And Orion, if you look, you'll see like in his hand, he has the nunchucks. It could be anything that's in his hand. Just like Freddy Krueger with his hand back. Yeah, that's Bruce. That's Orion, the superstar. So, yeah, even the way this guy just died, Cetus and Pisces. He got the nunchucks on him, and he's laying on the ground. Now, we're going to get... I'm on this video. Now, we're going to get into Bruce Lee's Hollywood star, and then he also had an Avenue of the Stars, as you can see here. Now, why would there be stars? You know, the reason for them being called stars is because they're emulating the stars in the sky, y'all. And so it's huge to know that this is the template they use. His son, Brandon, is supposedly, is buried next to him. Their headstones are buried next to each other. Let's just say that. In Seattle, Washington. He winded up dying from a projectile, supposedly, that killed him. Now, we're going to get into the Game of Death a little bit more. That was the last scene from the Game of Death. And what Bruce is doing is he's going all the way up to the top of the steps. That shows he's ascending from the underworld. Now, for me, also in the Game of Death, they tell you, you know, he didn't finish that movie. But he's a master of disguises. I found this video showing Bruce in, you know, his different movies and stuff. I think this was Chinese Connection. And he's all these different characters spying kind of deal. And this is what I want to get into right here, because Bruce Lee is still alive. None of the celebrities that die ever really die, y'all. They just change their face. They become a new character, and then they're presented it to us as a new character when it's somebody we know and love, we supposedly love. And that's another thing. I thought I loved Bruce Lee. I was the hugest fan, a huge fanatic. I had all his movies. We even had Bruce Fest. Me and my buddies, we would watch all his movies from day to night. Like just sit there, just bathroom breaks. We had our snacks and all of that, and we would just constantly just watch Bruce. Here's a reference to him in Shiva, which is the Lord of Dance. And so I just want to explain to y'all that, you know, everything that we love in pop culture is in the sky, y'all. It's not too hard to see it. It's actually amazing that we can now see it. And we got a lot more to show you, a lot more to come. So big blessings to y'all. I hope you enjoy this gift as I did. And there's so much more to come. Like I said, we got a lot of merch, t-shirts, coffee mugs, all kinds of good stuff at our Stars Near Me website. So please check us out. We got courses and books as well. It's been a great opportunity and a great time talking with y'all. Thank you so much, and stay lit and be well.